What's up, guys? It's me, Henry.
Oh, and I'm Joel.
Oh my God. And this is the first EpickCast review, and today we're doing the PS4. As you can see, it belongs to me.
Yeah, the reason we're doing this review now and not like ages ago is mainly because now we can give a true, unbiased, honest opinion review of this. It's Henry's PS4, so this is coming from his perspective of someone who owns it, and me, someone who's played it several times, but I actually own a PS3 and a PS Vita. And also, Henry used to have an Xbox 360, so he's actually come from Xbox over to PlayStation, so he can also give his opinions on that. However, neither of us have really been too familiar with Xbox One, so this isn't a video about which is better, more so a review on how good this console may or may not be, on whether or not you should buy it.
Okay, so first we're just going to start off with the actual console itself. As you can see, it's visually stunning. It's like a great shape. I really like it. Like there's rough edges. Catch me in my fingers a few times. You can see on my knuckles. I've got a few marks where it hits whenever I pick it up. But it's really nice. It's got this sort of a third gloss and the rest matte black charcoal. Yeah. So I've got one problem with this. It's not a problem because I don't mind. But if you can't probably see on camera, but I've got a lot of scratches all over my glossy part. It does get scratched really easily. I don't mind because I don't mind, the visuals of it that so much. But yeah, let's go to talk about the buttons. These buttons here, the on button and the eject button. They're really nice. They're not hard to press. You just hold it down lightly over top. Hardly even need to touch it. It's great.
Yeah, they're quite hidden, so it's also really cool looking.
Yeah, and then they sort of connect with this LED stripe going all the way up. So when you turn it on, it's like a nice blue. All the way up to the console. When you turn it off, it goes white and so on. You've got the disc tray here, which just slide in really nice. I don't have any problems with that. You've got these USB ports here, which I have a little bit of a problem with. Your controller fits perfectly in there with the wire that they give you, which is a perfectly sized wire. But as you can see, because of the shape of it, you've got these little ridges here. So not all USB ports and stuff will be able to fit in there because they can't always, they've sometimes got a big block at the end. So yeah, that's what I think.
As a console, I think it's probably one of the best looking consoles that's ever been created. It looks absolutely amazing. It looks next gen. Literally, it looks next gen. It looks like it's a brand new piece of console. If someone showed me a picture of this like 4 years ago and said this is what the next PlayStation will look like, I honestly probably wouldn't have believed them. I would have thought that it looks too good to be true. But this is a beautiful console, and it's one of the best looking ones I think ever created. People probably said that about like the Super Nintendo when it came out, but this is a really, really good looking console.
Yeah, it's great. And this is the back. You've got the power output here, the power input here. You've got your HDMI, great. You've got the LAN cable, and you've got this one. What is this one? Oh, it's AUX. Okay, so yeah, that's basically the basic stuff for the back. Oh yeah, and also the air vents are right here. So I made the stupid mistake once. I got corrected. I think it might be Joel or someone. I put a disc halfway on the edge, and it could have ruined my disc with the heat. But it really doesn't get that hot, and it doesn't make a lot of noise. It's just silent when you play it, so it's great. So yeah, that's the
design.
That's the hardware for it. Now we're going to move on to the controller. Okay, so now the controller that we have right here, the DualShock 4. Because as you know, I came from 360. I was surprised. I got used to it really quickly. So this is the 360 controller here, as you can see. This is an amazing controller here. Like the sticks are perfect and stuff. The triggers, and as you see, it's different because you get the different positioned analog sticks. But for me, it was like perfectly fine just holding it here. I personally had a little problem with the DualShock 3 when I grabbed that job. I'm sorry if anyone is, but I wasn't a big fan of this controller, just because it felt a bit tacky and plasticky, and as you can see, problematic.
Yeah, these controllers tend to break really easily. I've seen ones that don't have any of the upper triggers, and some that don't have an X or triangle. They over a while they tend to break, but I've almost never seen someone with a really damaged Xbox 360 controller. Most people tend to take good care of it, but I could be wrong. For all I know, most people break theirs quite easily.
So yeah, now so as you can see, we've got this light bar here. To be honest, I haven't found a huge use for this yet. I mean, it looks great, but I think I want to see a big use. I know for the playroom, it sort of like acts as a sensor. It does look great as you change games, like reacts to different colours. So I'm a fan of it, but I just want to see it used a bit more. Same with the touchpad on Killzone Shadowfall. You get to change the way your drone goes and what he does on this, like up, left, right, and down. I think it looks great. and it works well. It's like nice and sensitive, but I just want to see it used a bit more.
For those of you who don't know, the PS4 comes with the ability to just share any gameplay you're recording almost instantly over Twitch or almost however you'd like to. I'm sure you can post them to Facebook. It's really cool if you don't want to spend money on a PVR. People have found ways to just use this shareability to make videos for like YouTube and such, which is really cool. It's a really great feature they added. A lot of people are happy about that, and obviously you can go straight to the options. Another thing to compare the controller to is the PlayStation Vita, which is the portable created by Sony. You can see the camera in my face almost, but it's a really cool kind of transferal. I think they used a lot of elements from this on the new controller. Obviously all the DualShocks look quite similar. The analogs on the PS4 controller feel absolutely great. Like I love this little kind of rim, it's amazing. And obviously the kind of touchpad here is similar to that of the one at the back of the PS Vita. But overall the PlayStation 4 has an amazing, great feeling controller that just feels professional, strong, and just really useful.
One last thing I've got to say about this controller, which is probably the most impressive thing for me and it's most helpful, is this. That's a normal headphone jack, so any headphones can go into that. So it's really useful to play like FPSs or anything, and it's great. And if you have a mic like the Apple headphones, then it's good.
Yeah, and that's pretty much it for the controller.
So guys, that's it for the first ever EpickCast review of the PS4. So what we would say is, we would suggest this is an amazing console, but for gaming. You hear about the Xbox One like connecting to TV and stuff. If you want something just for gaming, and something amazing for gaming, great graphics, everything, a great controller, I would suggest the PS4.
Yeah, so if you're someone who cares about games that look amazing and you care really much about gaming, or if you came from PlayStation 3 and you like the exclusives, then obviously get a PS4. However, if you want more, if you want, to be able to have a console to do everything from DVDs, and if you're really lazy and want to use your voice to do everything, then get an Xbox One. But we recommend the PlayStation 4 for anyone who likes the exclusives, loves great graphics, loves great gaming, and just loves having fun. So that's pretty much it for this review.
So we'd give it a
9 out of 10 would bang.
And that's our rating for the PlayStation 4.
See you next time, guys.
Peace.